Hey everybody, this is West Atlanta Bourbon Society, WABS. We're back again with another review. We told you we're coming back again. We're going to do 3 reviews today. This is the second of the third review that we're doing tonight. We're going to review Kentucky Owl tonight, the Batch 1 Rye. I'm Kevin.
Zakia.
I'm Elliot.
And I'm Eddie.
Alrighty, all members of West Atlanta Bourbon Society, check us out, inbox us, send us a message. We'd love to have you come out, and we'd love to have you come and join us on our tastings. We're getting these. If you've looked at our reviews, we're up to 4 people tasting today and giving you a review. Usually it's 1 or 2, so we're hoping to get enough to here that we have to start a big GoPro camera to where we have 20 people tasting, and it takes you 2 hours to watch our reviews. That's where we want to go. So we're going to start off with the bottle. The bottle is Kentucky Owl Batch 1 Rye Whiskey. So this is their first batch this year in 2017. It is the rye. Batches 1 through 7 were bourbons in prior years, but this is the first batch of rye whiskey they came out with. Kentucky Owl is an old distillery. They've been around since they were established in 1879. In Prohibition, they were closed down. They became a bed and breakfast for a little while. It was owned originally by the founder was C.M. Dedman, and his great-grandson or great-great-great-grandson, Dixon Dedman, now owns it and decided to start the distillery back up. Well, as you know, when you start a distillery, it takes a while for stuff to sit in a barrel and age. So you source your bourbon for a little while in between there. But the one thing that Kentucky Owl does is they only source their bourbon. They've only released their batches once or twice a year. Now they're going to start releasing a little more than that. But their bourbons have been some of the most sought-after bourbons. In fact, Batch 3 goes for upwards of a couple $1,000s on the secondary market. So this is a real treat. If you check out Bourboner or Bourbon Pursuit or any of the other podcasts and bourbon podcasts, they've all said that Kenny and Blake and all them have all said that the Kentucky Owl was the #1 rye of the year this year. So we'll see if it actually matches up to that. This is Batch 1. It was bottled in 7 of 2017, which is July of 2017. It's 11-year aged small batch rye whiskey. It is 110.6 proof. It's bottled in Bardstown, Kentucky, by Kentucky Owl. Like I said, it's distilled in Kentucky. They said they don't tell you where, but it's bottled at Kentucky Owl, so they bottled it in their own stuff. I'm going to read you what's on the back. It says 11-year-old Kentucky straight rye whiskey. Kentucky Owl straight rye whiskey is crafted with the same tradition and attention to detail as our original bourbon. It is among the finest expressions of Kentucky straight rye whiskey one can find. I hope you enjoy this batch as much as I've enjoyed watching its unique history. Dixon Dedman. Dixon Dedman is the master distiller, and like I said, he is the great-grandson or great-great-great-grandson of the founder. It's been a family business, and Dixon is bringing it back out. So shout out to Dixon. Hey, Mr. Dixon, if you're watching this post, I need you to send me some of your stuff. We want to review your bourbons. Every time I get on here, I give this shameless post. Try to get y'all to send us some bourbons. We want to taste y'all stuff, not where we have to buy the bottles. We want to get samples where we can review them from you. So please send us some samples. That's what we're doing this for. So again, Kentucky Owl, Batch 1 Rye, 11-year rye, straight rye whiskey. I'm going to pour this out a little bit. The color is a nice copper color, golden amber. Yeah.
That's different.
How's the legs on it, Zakia?
Yeah, you see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's pretty oily.
Let me see that. Slide it on
There
by.
you go. Yeah.
Save every
13
penny.
Some oil on it, yeah.
Put that bottle right there in the middle of us. Now, I don't know if it's me or not, but I'm smelling something already and I haven't even put it to my nose.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely.
That is a different smell than I've smelled on any rye whiskey ever.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you were, the way you were describing it, I was expecting a spicy smell, but it smells
Well,
good.
usually ryes are very spicy, so
Right.
usually they are cinnamony, kind of spicy.
I'm saying this smells pleasant. Like
Pleasant, a little more oaky.
It
Yeah.
does smell oaky,
Yeah.
yeah. It smells definitely aged. It has that what my wife calls damp basement smell. Like
That's something.
that's how
Moldy
Pappy
basement.
smells. Right, funky.
there's somebody moldy basement.
But that's how
dirty.
Pappy smells. That's
sweaty
how
socks.
William Weller.
Hey, that's not pleasant. This is not pleasant. I'm smelling.
I thought it smelled pretty good.
I'm like,
But to a bourbon drinker, that's the smell you want to smell. That's the good stuff. This is the Stitzel-Weller smell. Look that up. Stitzel-Weller. Stitzel-Weller has a special smell to their juice. Their juice has that pungent, damp basement, old granddad.
Dank college room.
Right. This take you back to your grandfather's,
It doesn't sound
basement,
pleasant,
right?
but it's actually a good smell.
Your grandfather's basement with old war videos and the porn. You know what I'm saying? It was in the It's
I like
it's
it.
good stuff.
I think it smells great.
It smells like old war videos and porn.
This does not smell like
I
something.
don't know who your grandfather is, but I know my grandfather
Right.
is.
This does not smell like something I want to drink, honestly.
That's a wonderful smell. Sorry, guys.
It's like old, like socks.
Yeah.
Funky socks. I'm
It
trying.
works
I'm
though.
trying to
It's,
get it.
I think it's good.
But I also smell another smell. I don't know what that is. Kind of like cinnamon, almost allspice. I smell like an all-spicy smell.
Let me try to
Nutmeg,
find it.
maybe. Nutmeg?
Yeah, nutmeg. That's it.
Nutmeg, yeah.
I picked that up.
Which is fitting. This smells like a Christmas rye. Okay?
No, it's-
Merry Christmas to
Yeah,
y'all.
it's appropriate for
Happy
this time of year.
Hanukkah, yeah. Happy Kwanzaa, everybody out there. This has that holiday smell.
Holiday. Okay.
Which is interesting for a rye.
Right. It's interesting because usually ryes are real spicy and black pepper. We'll take a taste real quick. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you do get the bite.
Well, it's a rye.
It's good though.
All right, it's a rye, so you're going to get that spiciness.
It's a
good
spiciness,
bite.
but it's a good bite.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not a young bite. It's an aged one.
There's not a lot of afterburn or,
Right.
bad,
It's
want to
stays.
throw up
It
feelings at the
stays.
end.
It stays.
Stay down.
No, I mean it's it stays on your tongue.
It does.
I would
Yeah.
think for somebody that like myself, I don't drink a lot of rye whiskeys. I would drink this.
Yeah.
Just the flavors on it are pretty appealing, given what the expectation is when you hear like, okay, this is what a rye should taste like. This doesn't really, to me anyway. Again, not being a rye drinker,
Interesting.
this doesn't taste what I would expect a rye to taste like.
Right. I don't get any of the black pepper.
No.
I don't get any of the, maybe a little cinnamon, but more allspice and nutmeg and walnut, pecan type taste to it. Yeah.
I'm not feeling
The
it.
kid's not feeling it at all.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
She's not feeling it at all.
Honestly,
At all.
I'm like getting like toothpaste. I'm not getting.
She's getting too
I'm
much.
not getting.
This is Colgate, guys. We screwed with her and put Colgate in her cup before we.
I don't know what it is. I mean, that's what I'm.
Jokes on you, Zakia.
I'm getting toothpaste when I'm tasting this. This what I'm getting. Yeah.
Well, let's do what we usually do. So usually we add a few drops of Kentucky limestone water.
Maybe
So this is limestone water from Kentucky. That's what they distill it in. We give about 3 or 4 drops in it. Now, like I said, I usually don't put water in anything under 110. But for these reviews, we always put water in to see if it's better with water or without water. Now this one is at 110.6, which is right on the cusp of where I would add water.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know if I had enough to put water in, but
He liked it that much.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Elliot is a fan of this stuff.
Now see that helped it out. That water.
Not that.
Now I'm getting
Now it
like
changed the
candy.
smell.
Yeah, I'm getting like candy.
I'm getting a candy
Yeah.
smell to it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
buttery.
Butter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Butter.
amazing. How the water does that.
Tastes a little bit of candy in it too.
I'm still getting like that toothpaste, mouthwash. I don't know what. I don't know. What?
Still getting that mouthwash, huh, Zakia?
Like a Listerine? I don't know.
You gotta speak up so they can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the things everybody said. They're like, Zakia's so cute, but we just can't hear her. Yeah, so I have to repeat what she says.
So I like the smell
It's not
after the
working.
I
water.
do get a little bit of that antiseptic
Yeah.
flavor. I do get a little bit of that at the end.
Like I'm drinking Listerine or something. I don't know. The
But
water helped on
I
the
think I
smell,
like
but
to
not
taste
on the
it.
taste.
I think I like the taste before the water.
You do?
Yeah.
I like the smell. I can appreciate the smell after the water, but I think I like the taste
So,
before.
so you like the smell after the water, but you like the taste before the water.
Yeah.
Pre-water. Okay. What about you, Elliot? How do you feel?
I
about
kind
it?
of, I mean, I liked it both ways. I did like it without the water better.
You did.
Yeah, I think it had a more complex flavor before adding the water to it. It wasn't until after the water that I started to taste that antiseptic, like Listerine kind of taste to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would go without the water.
And that was the spiciness. I felt that
Yeah.
too. It kind of started grabbing you in the back of your throat
Yeah.
with the water.
Yeah, it does.
What about you, Zakia? What do you feel?
She better throw that glass.
She don't like it anyway. She don't care.
Either way.
Right. We already know what she's going to say to the next question we got. But as far as I go, I actually like it with the water. Reason being, without the water, it's a little hot. I didn't get all the flavors until I added the water. When I got the water in there, that allspice and that nutmeg just popped out. It just, it was there. You know what I'm saying? And it tasted like, if you've ever had Neutrino, which is a walnut liqueur. I'm actually going to go get that after this post so the members can taste it. This is one of the reasons why you want to become a member and be part of us, because you get to do stuff that we don't do on the review. But we're going to taste that next to this so she can get that taste profile. But I really got that when I added the water. It didn't make it too bitter when I added the water, unlike the Rebel Yell 10 year that we just did. I did not like that with the water. I drink that straight. This, I might add water, might not. I'm on the fence. I'm a little bit like Elliot with, I could do it either way, you know, really, to be honest. But Eddie says he wants it without the water. He's going to drink my whole bottle. So I need to lock this one up, guys.
You can have it.
Yeah. Zakia, if that's the last bottle in the world, she wouldn't drink it. So now we have to ask the question. It retails about 130, 140. It goes online for about 400 to 500 bucks, secondary market. We'll start with Eddie down there. Would you buy the bottle? A, at cost, B, at secondary market. We need to hear both those answers. Or would you just try it at a bar first? Or is it bust? Is it drain pour? How do you feel, sir?
I think I'd prefer to try it at the bar. I'd even pay the markup for it. I don't know if I'd buy the bottle.
Okay.
Either way. Either first hand or second hand. I think I'd just rather drink it at the bar when I go.
Drink at the bar, okay. What about you, Elliot? What do you think?
I really liked it. I would buy the bottle at market rate. My cheapness would not allow me to pay $500 for a bottle of anything. But I would definitely I would add that to my collection at home, and I would break it out every once in a while, because I don't typically drink rye, but I really like the flavor on this.
Oh, Jesus. Zakia, go ahead.
Kia said she's gonna give it away.
I
to
said,
people.
you had that bottle for a long time. Because I would not touch it.
Bust?
No.
It's a bust to you. Drain
It's a
pour.
bust, yeah.
She's going to brush her teeth with it. It's Colgate
Yeah, right.
mouthwash for her. So me, I actually, out of all the rye whiskeys I've tried, and if you go back and look at our post, we did a post on Hofstadter's 16-year rye. Remember that? Now you like that?
I like that.
You like that one? It is not quite there, but if they left this in 16 years, I think it would be fantastic. I personally like it because I like that allspice kind of Christmassy taste. Like I say, after we finish, I'm going to bust out the neutrino for them to taste behind this to see if they like that. Just as a, we like to taste stuff afterwards, so we do stuff like I busted out the Parker's Heritage 13-year wheat whiskey, the Unicorn, after the Rebel Yell 10-year. That's part of being a member. You get to try other stuff. We do stuff outside of the review. But I actually think it's a bottle that I would definitely buy at retail. Now, at the $500 markup on secondary market, everybody says it's the #1 rye of the year. I might jump for that, to be honest, because I've rarely had a rye whiskey that didn't burn and give me heartburn. I have real bad hiatal hernia, so I like Weeders. I don't like anything that burns. This has no burn to it, and that's what I love about this. And a wonderful flavor, no burn. So those are the two things I look for in any whiskey I drink. Wonderful flavor with no burn. Usually the two of them together is usually a really expensive bottle, like Pappy or something like that. This bottle has that. And Kentucky Owl, from tasting their bourbons, from tasting some of their other stuff, they are always spot on. Their stuff is just fantastic every time it comes out. So out of 100, okay, we're going to do a little 1 to 100. Anything under 50 is drain pour. You want to throw it down the drain. Anything from 50 to 71 is, you want to mix it in something. 71 to 79 is, it's okay. It's a good, staple bourbon, but I wouldn't, wouldn't fly over it. 79 to 81 is, it's a good bourbon. I'd buy it. 81 to 89 is, wow, that's a pretty good bottle. I'd spring for a bottle. Okay. 89 to 91 or 92 would be, damn, that's a bottle I need to buy. 92 to 96 it's a pretty fantastic bourbon, getting up there with the Pappies. 96 and above, it's nectar of the gods. Anything over 95 is nectar of the gods. It's God's titty milk. How do you feel about this?
I'd probably give it an 81.
81, okay.
Yeah, like I said, I'd enjoy it at the bar. I really would enjoy it. If I were to buy it, it would probably sit for a while. It would be one of the ones that sat. I'd only be buying the label, and I'd only be buying it because I know it's precious. So I would barely touch it.
Right.
But
It's so precious you wouldn't touch it, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Lord of the Rings, my precious, my precious bottle.
But I'll go to a bar and I'll order it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like $60 pour,
I'd do that.
maybe $100 pour, depending on where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would put it somewhere between 86 to 88 out of 100. Like I would go and buy a bottle of this and keep it at the house and have it, and I would drink it every once in a while. Like I wouldn't just let it sit. I really enjoyed the taste of it. The aroma was nice. It's a nice bottle. It's hard to find, so it's one of those specialty items you can keep in your collection and share with folks that really have an appreciation for rye whiskey.
Yeah, you heard that. He'd share it with the people that really have an appreciation for good rye.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it to somebody that just is a casual drinker. Like
Right.
it would have to be somebody that actually appreciates.
You mix this with something like kiwi.
Yeah.
Right. The kid?
I like the bottle. I like the bottle. That's about it.
So you're-
I don't know. I mean, I've had other ryes that I liked. For some reason, I just don't like that one.
Where would you put it on a scale of 1 to 100?
And I'm saying like 60, yeah.
So you mix that with ginger ale.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
At that cost, I wouldn't even buy it if I don't like it.
So it's a
At that
bust.
point, yeah, it's a
Okay.
bust, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put it at like a 91. It's not quite the Hosstockler 16-year rye. I'd probably put that one in like 94. Let's get up there, maybe 90. We might go down to 90, just because it's 11 years. Again, it's the label and the bottle. I'm a label whore and a bottle whore, so knowing Kentucky Owl, I know what they put out. I know the product's fantastic. So it may have bumped it up an extra point or two. So I'd go between 89 and 91 would be my rating on that. But so that's the bourbon, or that's the rye this time. All right, check us out, WABS, West Atlanta Bourbon Society. Inbox us, text us, call us, post to us. We want you to be part of our group.
Send us samples.
Send us samples, like he said. Send us samples. Distilleries. We're who you want to taste. We've got a wide array of people, different palates, different age groups, different genders, different races. This is who you want to taste your bourbon. If you want to get out to the masses, this is the group you want to send your bourbon to. So, West Atlanta Bourbon Society, check us out. Watch all of our posts. Go see our Hosstockler's 16-year rye review. Check us out. Next, we're doing the Old Forester 1920 pre-prohibition style bourbon. Check us out.